Whoa!
I messed it up a little bit, but I think it worked.
I wasn't.
See,
gonna say
I was
wasn't gonna say
dying
anything.
over here because everybody be in the green room. Cody starts it. Cody could have started it, and he's like taking forever looking at the button, and then he just said "go live," and you hear a click, and Jason's like countdown, countdown, countdown.
But it didn't go live, so I started the
No.
countdown, and then at 15 seconds, I'm like, "Oops, I didn't go live yet."
Yeah.
All right.
That is
Just-
funny. 'Cause it's the countdown. It's at 15 seconds, and I'm like, go live. I was out loud. I'm going, go live, go live, go live.
I was over
It
here
worked.
dying laughing, saying we're still not live.
Yeah.
You know, half the time, if we wouldn't even say anything, people wouldn't know. Honestly.
Dude, that was awesome. That was awesome.
We
I
made it,
needed
though.
that.
Yeah,
Oh.
perfect. If it was a good intro, it wouldn't have been TLD.
Yeah.
No. I needed this. This week's been terrible. I needed
Shadow Man got in
Thursday.
there
Ooh.
30 minutes early with some wizards already.
Shadow
I don't
Man.
have. I got home. These guys will tell you. I got home like 5 minutes ago. I haven't eaten dinner. And my wife made tacos.
Ooh.
She does this like shredded beef in a crock pot that's super awesome.
Dang.
So I asked her. I was like, "Hey, can you make me a taco and like bring me up one?"
Last time I ate anything was a gas station breakfast burrito at 8:00 this morning.
Dang.
It's not
Good
good enough.
grief. You're
How
having,
are you not starving?
I am.
you're having a good week.
Yeah, it's been a terrible week.
Oh, I like J-Dub's comment already.
Harry, the CZ Shadow 2 Mini is sick AF. And Harry says it looks like it, but he hasn't shot it.
Yeah, I'm interested in that gun too.
J-Dub says, y'all sell your Liberty safes yet?
we
don't
were
have-
just talking about that.
Nope.
I don't have one, and I won't have one now.
No.
Yeah, I'm thinking. So I was actually saving up to buy one of their Fat Boys, but now I'm thinking about going with Secure It.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have Secure It. I like those just because they're small and portable. I can tear it down and you put it together. You can do it as one person. Oh,
Bet you
Jason's
Jason's
No,
taco
dude,
is
you
there.
go-
he's turned his camera off
Go
because
to home.
You
It's taco.
got to
it's
show
taco.
everybody your taco.
Yeah.
It's a burrito.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
even
Don't
better.
look at this. Like
Wow.
Some fresh pico. My wife made.
Jason.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
my wife says it's spicy. I doubt it.
Jason's wonderful wife brings him food too, so it's not just me.
So, and I'll say this as a shout out to my wife. I remember in Mountain Home, I was playing games one time and I was online with a bunch of buddies and I was like, hey guys, I got to go. I should eat some lunch. And she came out with a plate of chicken nuggets. And I was like, I was ecstatic. I'm like, I don't have to leave. My wife made me chicken nuggets.
Ma, more meatloaf.
We
Yeah,
can
let's
keep
see.
going. Yeah, so I really do. I got the Secure It, the Agile series. It's kind of cool. You can connect, like they have like holes where you can bolt them together if you want to, or you could stack them. Yeah, they're not gonna like prevent. You probably can't. If you hit them with a car, you can probably open them pretty quick. But they're gonna slow everything down. But the safe's
Yeah.
not gonna.
Dude, you go on Facebook
Wow.
Marketplace and you type
Yeah.
in metal
Some fresh
cabinet or
tomatoes.
metal locker.
Oh yeah, that's what
Fresh
you did, Joe.
tomatoes, some onions,
You
some
get-
cilantro,
You get one of
some lima
those.
peppers.
Thanks, Jason.
Mm.
You get one of those. You go on to Amazon. You get some automotive carpet and you get some 3M spray glue.
Just be done. Why the automotive carpet?
So you can carpet the inside.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's how. Yeah.
my
that's how
lockers are
his
carpeted on the inside.
You told me to get marine carpet. That's what I did with mine.
Oh, did it? No, I
Boat,
didn't.
like the carpet for the boats.
I didn't say that, but okay. I
Joe
anyway,
did.
I have a
That's
hand-
what I bought.
Joe's probably like, that's expensive.
yeah,
Right
I
here, I
got
have
a
a
roll of it.
handmade.
I got a roll of it
gun
on
cabinet.
Amazon for like $30.
yeah,
Oh, that's not bad.
it's the same thing.
J Dub says, Joe, that better not be a Liberty safe in the background. It's not.
Me, it's a window.
No,
Come
you're talking
Come
about,
on
like,
now, I'm so cheap in my lockers.
It's a wall locker.
Yeah, that I pulled out of the scrapyard for free, and
Yeah.
the divider in it at the top of the desk that was over in the wood scrap pile.
Yeah, if you think Joe has a name brand safe, like, you'd be in a weird place.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. J Dub says, I got Voltex, super expensive, but super nice and light. Bolted it to studs. I don't know if I have my Voltex right here.
I do want to laugh about something. So we had a going away today, And every time we go out somewhere, I try to go with Joe's drink of choice. Try to get the whiskey and Mountain Dew. And if you ask for this at an establishment, they look at you like you may be like a moron.
Like,
did you school him up?
This dude definitely eats crayons.
Yeah, it's
not like cool like marine crayons. No, these are like the dollar store crayons.
And every time it's like, it's just this thing I'm trying to have for my buddy. They're like, you want to have like we could make you a better drink than that. Like, you want this? Like, no, I want like, we don't have, like, we're a legitimate establishment. We don't have Mountain Dew.
So you still haven't been able to try one?
No, that's what's so frustrating. I keep having it like whiskey and I was like, you want whiskey and lemonade? I'm like, fine, like whatever.
Whiskey and lemonade.
Yeah. What a terrible choice.
Yeah, it's not what I want.
Well, most of them will have something like that, like Sprite or something in it.
It has to be Mountain Dew.
Crook says Mountain Dew and whiskey makes folks think you were raised by your sister, mother, and uncle, dad. That's how I feel too. Like when I ask for it, they're like, is this a joke? Like, no, seriously, it's just thing. This guy might, I don't want to explain it all. I'm just trying to get whiskey and Mountain Dew. And they're like, we can't help you. They're like, oh, okay, let's have.
So what you need to do now is you need to stop by the gas station, just get a bottle of Mountain Dew and take it with you.
Yeah,
and just be like, let me get whiskey on the rocks, and then when they
out
deliver
of your jacket,
Mountain Dew in it.
Like, I can't prepare. You guys didn't seem prepared for this, so I brought this as an option.
So I love going out to breakfast. Right, I'll go and grab a member of my family or whatever, and just go to breakfast on the weekend. And I like, just eggs, hash browns, sausage, whatever. Chop it all up together, and then I drowned it in Texas Pete because that's what I like. But nobody here has Texas Pete in a restaurant. So what do? I take it with me.
That's blasphemy.
And bring it.
You should see how many people, like waitresses or waiter, go, "Oh, that's a good idea," or "Man, I wish they carried that here," or "Oh, you brought Texas Pete? Yeah, we don't have that here, unfortunately."
They don't even make Texas Pete in Texas.
Dude, I don't care where they
Jason
make
must be
it.
going hard on that burrito. I am, which is why I removed myself from the chat because of that.
You should probably mute yourself too, so we don't hear the.
I unmuted him.
I am. I removed myself completely.
Jada, like he removed himself, and I went over there. I was like, "Oh, I could just unmute him." And like you must have did it at the same time, Jason, because when you came back, you're like, "Oh, look at this comment!" Like, I was just
because I saw the comment. I'm like, I'm gonna say something.
All you'd hear.
You know what? I'm gonna keep the mic on now.
Yeah.
Just for that.
No, don't do it.
Your favorite libertarian said to us, security is great, but the prices went way up after the pandemic. I don't know when I got mine.
Say?
I think it was in the middle of. I think mine was in the middle of everything that I got mine, or toward the end.
Yeah, like 2020, end of 2020, early 21.
They went up again.
No, it's when you got yours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if we need to talk about it, but I don't know.
What?
I guess we can.
Jacob says, "I'm trying to hear all that. How much burrito can you fit in your mouth, Jason?"
Whoa,
enough.
Dude, there's I don't know what it's called, but a condition where you can't stand when you hear people chewing.
Yeah.
I have that condition.
My wife does too.
Like, I have that. Okay,
Crook says,
"Is it a phobia?"
Yeah,
Probably.
It's some type of phobia.
It's called.
Well, you don't have a fear of it.
Oh yeah, I guess. Well, I don't know. It's some type of condition.
I will say to you, I do want to share this. If you guys are looking to get these safes, they did raise the prices pretty good.
What, Security or Liberty?
Secure it. I know I didn't pay this, but I will say they have some interior, like that's like a kit you can get. When you get like all the doodads and whatnots. I think I'll tell you what, exterior piece.
Just stop. What you need to do is you need to dedicate a room in your house, and you put an outside door on it, and you put a deadbolt on it, and then just line the whole wall with whatever rack system that you want to do.
Well, Secure It has the rack system.
Yeah.
So but I think that's saying in an entire bedroom.
Yeah. I think that's what Demolition Ranch used.
I'm just saying if you get one of these, this external sleeve thing is really good. And then I like being able to stack the different sets of ammo. So I did do this set, but the other safe I didn't. I don't think I did. Some of this stuff becomes kind of wonky when you do that. So don't stress out about too much about all the.
But imagine if you in the room that you're sitting right now, if the entire wall was that.
Oh, way better.
Yeah.
I don't remember them being this much though.
And dude, for an outside door and a deadbolt, it's like 1/10 the cost.
Yeah.
Well, you could get some really cheap safes. I bet you that are on sale right now. You just.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I would never lock it because it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. Or just go out and get your own combo lock.
That'd be awesome.
I will say, okay, I'm gonna play devil advocate because any other viewer know how I feel about it. You two definitely know how I feel about it. But I'm gonna play devil advocate. So they did wrong, right? But they've enacted 2 policies now. You can fill out a form and send it to them, and they will expunge their records of anything about you or your combo or whatever. And within the next couple weeks, it's going to be one of the options when you're ordering a safe from them, whether or not you want them to keep your code or not. So I will say at least they're doing that.
Well, because
the whole
go ahead.
The whole purpose in them having a backdoor passcode is in case you can't get into your own safe, not the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm frustrated with.
Mm-hmm.
Like that whole reason they have that backdoor system is not to give it to law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
unless you're subpoenaed, right? Or unless if law enforcement showed up with a search warrant for them, right? Said Liberty Safes and said, this is what we're searching. We're searching for Joe's code. Then they would have to give it, right? Or subpoenaed, they would have to give it.
Okay.
Willingly and blatantly, I don't agree with it, but I personally feel too little too late, but at least they're doing that going forward.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of comments to go to. Croak said, misophonia? I got a touch of it. Can't stand hearing people slurp, which is why I hated my time in Asia.
They're horrible about it.
I had a buddy.
Yeah.
Me and Cody got a buddy who couldn't stand hear anybody eating or drinking or anything on the headset. Oh, just drive him crazy. Angry Sart said,
Feels like that.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all 3 of you have a buddy like that.
Can you mute your microphone, please?
You're chewing.
What are you doing? Eating chips? Yes.
Yeah. Angry Sart said he's got a stack of the Agile kit. I didn't stack mine. I didn't trust it that much.
No, Stack On is the brand.
Oh, the stack-ons, not the stackable Agilite, the agile ones, not Agilite. Mike says, Joe, not everyone has a space dedicated to a room. Get a bigger house.
We know.
That's what Joe would
We
do.
know Harry does though.
Yeah, he does.
Get more dedicated. What are you talking about, dude?
Harry probably has a house dedicated to that.
Right, he has a shoot house.
J-Dub says, or buy an old safe door and refurbish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be the ultimate.
But then you just
That would be as long as you built your house like that. Like if you did an entire concrete room, I agree.
Yeah.
Dude, I've always wanted the Batman trapdoor, so I'm putting a bookcase in front of it.
I love when people do like the just the safe door like next to drywall though, and just be like, but if you go right next to it, you could just punch through it. Like
Yeah. So I think Sean was telling me a story of like one of the SEER guys was checking out this like impenetrable building that the Kuwaitis or the Iraqis or something built, and they were like, we want you to come test this and see how good it is. And he like walked up to this door, had a super fancy door, and he just hit it really hard on like the outside, and the whole door fell in because they didn't secure it to like the frame.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good to go.
Very well, anchor only holds so much, guys.
Yeah.
Let's.
Harry says, Croak, I just emailed you an audio clip of me eating very hot oatmeal. And J-Dub said, Harry, can you forward that email to me?
I was just about to say, can you forward it to the Thin Line Defense Gmail? We will play that on the live for everyone.
Mission 7 Tactical, what's up, dude? He says, I got one of their kits for a small gun cabinet I keep in addition to my non-Liberty safe.
Is it? I mean, is the humor that it's Liberty safe?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Zach, you're right. Security is kind of pricey. Their
Definitely.
prices definitely went up, dude. They definitely went up. I wouldn't have paid that.
Yeah.
One of mine went free. The other one was $40.
Yeah. Yeah. See, this is what Libertarian was saying. His 52 series was $600 when he got. Like, I think I probably paid something similar to that. I remember paying. I think it was like 800 or 800 or 900 for 2.
Tactical Java says too little, too late. Bud Light treatment.
Yeah.
Croak
Dude,
says,
out of all groups of people, like Bud Light, okay, their clientele, but Liberty Safes, like out of all groups of people,
Yeah.
and that's what disappoints me the most is that you make your Liberty Safes, you make safes for firearms, and you don't feel that in your heart, right? Like
well, someone posted in the Discord how it was bought out by some like liberal think tank. Like Liberty
yeah.
Safe sold out to some liberal think tank or some liberal group
Years
back
ago,
in
yeah.
2021.
I didn't know that.
But why, if you
Why would the liberal buy a safe company?
I'm
Because
trying to
there's
find
money
This
in
reason?
it.
yeah, that's
No, because there's money in it, and they don't care as long as they're making money. Well, there ain't no money in that no more.
So Liberty Safe was sold to Monomoy Capital Partners in 2021, a liberal East Coast investment firm. Over the last 10 cycles of max donations, they've donated $400,000 to Democrats, including John Fetterman in Pennsylvania, Ralph Warnock in Georgia, a bunch of others.
Okay, well, we're hitting them where it hurts. They're over there. They're an investment company. They're over there. Sell.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they're not open traded because
Oh.
people are about to lose a lot of money.
Well, let's see.
Brooke says he got NJP'd for over a slurper. Seriously.
What?
I got to hear that story.
Yeah, how'd you get?
Yeah,
You must have
That
heard
sounds
him.
R-rated.
yeah, beat somebody.
Yeah, you just.
I never went that far.
All right, what else? Danny. They happen to fit sideways in a standard closet depth, so you can tuck them behind the short wall and become inaccessible to a pry tool. That's cool.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I will say the secure gun safe is not going to like prevent anyone from getting into it. It'll just really, really slow them down. Like it'll just take them a while.
No safe does, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Mainly, the reason why I see safes, like people that want safes instead of cabinets, is I was talking to a coworker about this, and I had already felt that way, but he confirmed it. Is when you have irreplaceable guns and you're protecting them from fire.
Mhm.
Because I have a lock on the door that I lock when kiddo are around, and then I have locks on the cabinets. Like kiddo have to get past 2 locks.
Right.
Yeah.
A robber gonna get it regardless. Well,
Yeah.
not some dumb ones, I guess, but
I mean, when you have
Um,
45
so
PSA uppers, you probably don't need to worry too much about it.
right, exactly.
Yeah. Tactical Java says they didn't have a warrant for the safe. That's a problem. Yeah, I believe the
That is a
warrant
problem.
was for whatever the item was that was supposedly in the safe. So the FBI was like, hey, we're trying to get a hold. We want this item. We think it's in this safe. And Liberty Safe was like, cool, here's the code.
We're 3 of us were cops. We know exactly how this went down. This
Yeah.
was 2 years ago. And you have to have probable cause that the item, evidence of the crime, that it exists and that it's in this location, right? So what they did, they captured him on, I'm guessing, this is 100% guess. They had him on video surveillance recording something with a phone, right? So on the search warrant, digital media. You can search wherever digital media can be kept. That's down to a micro SD card. They want it in that safe. Or because I don't know them for sure, but I think they're saying that he's a terrorist. So they're going to take the guns. One of
Maybe.
those 2 things.
Yeah. Or both of them.
Yeah. I mean, what evidence is there in a house 2 years later? Or what? Hey, dude, you can't get a search warrant for a house for drugs 30 days later because you can't prove that you don't have probable cause that it still exists.
Yeah. Mission 7 Tactical says the FBI just wants to hold on to your code 2 in case Liberty loses it.
Oh, that's nice of them. I didn't think of that.
They're trying to help you.
Yeah.
Robert first.
Hey, I've heard two things on this, and tell me what you guys think. I've heard that the code, like whatever code it programmed from the factory with, right? And then I've heard that it's like a all safes backdoor code,
like a master
thing.
code. I think they track it by serial number, like whatever serial number your safe is. They have, because I have a Liberty safe. I bought it like over 10 years ago, and so the documentation that came with it from Liberty Safe, it has the combo written on it and everything like that. I think if, I don't know how long, but Liberty has a copy of that document or the original document in a file somewhere or digitally somewhere.
Did you change your code though?
No. I was asking about that on Discord about how to do that. And they were saying with these locks, you can't change them. You can't change the combo, but you can install a new lock.
Yeah. That's what I'd be doing.
Yeah.
And I would be making a mechanical combo lock.
That's what I have. I don't have a digital. I have a mechanical combo.
But you can't change it?
That's what I was told.
Damn.
I haven't dug
What
into
does
it.
it say in
I
your
honestly
owner's
haven't
manual?
looked at the owner's manual. I just asked the question.
I like this one. Hold on. Crook had to go to share.
Did you miss it?
Right. Yeah, hold on. Here it is. Jason's like, I don't want to put Bud Light in
Dude,
there.
all you had to do is put a Target gift card in there and it would have been perfect.
J-Dub says, man, them Europes slurp bad. My business partner is from New Zealand and him drinking a soda is god awful. You can hear it with Ear Pro on. Do we have a map? Can we show J-Dub the difference between New Zealand and Europe?
Let's see if we can find that. I will Google. Here we go.
Yeah.
Show
I'm
me
terrible
where
at geography, J-Dub. We couldn't be
I know what he's trying to
more
say.
brothers if we tried. I couldn't tell you
Oh, here we go.
where New
All right,
Zealand
that's
is.
Do we show like how far apart are they?
No, it's
Super far.
this is super interesting because if you see here, if you
New
look
Zealand by Australia?
next
Yeah,
to
that's right.
Australia,
Yeah.
down
okay, I didn't know
here,
that.
down here near the Tropic of Capricorn is New Zealand. And if you want to pay attention to the difference into where
Dude,
that
it's one
But they are
hemisphere
similar.
away. Leave them
Terms
alone,
of-
dude.
in terms of where
They are
New
similar.
Zealand, where
So
New Zealand is.
Europeans,
Yeah, very similar.
they're-
Very similar in that they're probably as polar opposite as you could get,
yeah,
which is
Right.
as close as you could get.
yeah.
you think?
Didn't Europe send
Yeah, I mean, if you
Europe send
split-
all their prisoner to Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The UK did.
Okay. Yeah, you're welcome.
It's
No
2,000
no problem, J-Dub.
It's
Got you.
2,000 miles south of Australia.
Yeah, it's fine, dude. It's one hemisphere away. Who's counting?
Right.
Come on.
New Zealand isn't Europe. J-Dub, close enough.
Yep. It's on the planet. Hell yeah.
Croak says, buy the best-selling safe company and get all the back doors. Give it to the FBI. It's a win.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
I'm changing gears from safes for a second. Talk about something we've never talked about before, which I thought was interesting.
Oh, great. Here we go. Plate carriers.
No, offset red dots. Offset red dots and using micro red dots, like pistol micro red dots, like for like the little compacts, little tiny ones.
You're talking about the little ones?
Yeah, using the
Like
little
the little-
ones as
yeah.
offset red dots on your scopes and stuff.
Were you talking about like offsetting the little red dots?
Yeah, like Delta
Okay.
Point, like the Delta Point Pro footprints using the with like Hollis and EPSs and things like that. The
Oh,
little tiny guys.
You're talking about getting like those little red dots and then offsetting them.
God, I hate you so much. Yeah.
Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do on the 24-inch Creedmoor.
So, are you really? So, like,
Yeah.
I'm testing an opt-out for a company. It was a micro, and ended up. Well, I'll have to tell you later. There's a slide you have to fix it later, Joe, because I got some screws stuck. So, so I was like, well, how else can I mount this? And I was like, oh, I'll just do a rifle optic mount. And I set it up, and I was like, this is way smarter Like, why would you do a full size? Like, doesn't make.
You're
any
talking
sense.
about the micro red dot?
How do you
offset?
bolt
No,
it
we're
to
not
the
talking.
offset?
I'm gonna send. Okay, so anyway,
Sending you a timeout. Hey, so question.
Yeah.
Did you strip the screws out?
Yes.
Oh, dude, you went too far.
And I tried to easy out them too. And they're effed. So
Yeah,
Tried to
it's
easy
a
out
really
them.
good
So
red dot. So
you
here's
drilled
the
that
perk.
tiny screw.
Hold on. Here's the perk, Joe, is that he's going to send you the whole side. If you get it out, you get to keep the red dot.
oh yeah, I'm good with that.
Oh, I'll get the red
It's
dot
a
off. I'll
really-
just drill the screw heads. That's
It's
easy.
a really
Be
good
like,
red
well,
dot.
here's your slide, right? Oh,
And
you
you
tried
don't
to
care
easy
about the
out
slide
inside
because-
where the screws go.
Mhm.
It's
Okay.
it's good for you because the slide is one you will never use.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
no, I-
320 slide.
yeah, I thought it'd be
Yeah.
easy to get because it's. I mean, I even tried to heat it up too, but because I had done blue Loctite, I just used some god awful screws I should have trashed.
What'd you try to heat it up with?
I was using a heat gun. I probably should use a soldering iron though, because I was doing it like
Yeah.
uniformly. So
That soldering iron in the top of the screw. Yeah.
yeah,
Kinda
either way,
useless.
I'm gonna send you a slide eventually. You can get the optic off, and then
Okay.
that optic can make its
Just
round.
put them in. Just put it in the boot box. I saw your,
now I have my-
I
now I
saw
have my
your thing
reason.
about your shoes, and
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like, "No, Joe did not get boots."
The best, yeah, because then like I left your
Like,
comment
this
too
is
because it was like,
fucking
it was like,
bullshit.
got any shoes, didn't get anything for Joe, and he's like, this place is a prison.
Yeah, that's what I said. Dude, that's one movie. Not to get completely off topic, but I went and saw it in theater with my daughter, which wasn't smart. But every time I watch that movie, I like it more and more. The first time I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
it, I didn't like it,
What movie?
Yeah.
and
it.
Step
Step
Brothers.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And ever since then, dude, I laugh more and more every time.
The best movie.
Jacob says,
Talladega Nights is best, but
do you have a metal jam on the latch side of the jam, Joe? Make it damn near impossible to break the door down. My front door has one.
yeah, no. I mean, I didn't put an outside door on mine. I was just giving people ideas, straight up.
Croak says, I may
I'm
or
not
may
cool.
not have been going through an 80s PED phase at that time.
Did you read his comment about punching someone?
Yeah.
I
Well-
knew that one coming.
Well, I didn't.
We read it out loud.
It was this one.
Dude,
Mark said,
non-judicial punishment for somebody
Dude,
slurping.
tone down the cereal slipping. Screw you, slurp. Look, I'm slurping. So I hit his anti-slurp switch below his kick guard. Good for you.
That'll do it.
Tactical Java. But how would they know what you change the combo to once you buy the safe? I think it's a backdoor code.
If you can't change the code though, then they always
Yeah, but from what Jason said, he can't change his code,
yeah.
Yeah.
and then they got you.
Dan, in the future hangar videos, can y'all please measure the Velcro field on camera? I have an ATS chest rig where the bottom of the chest rig is 1.5 inch lower than the end of the Velcro field. Yeah, we can do that. And if you want to, if you comment on it and say, hey, how big is this? I can measure it and tell you.
Yeah, sometimes we would measure it, and we would say that. It's just got to be like so many. It's just so many details.
Okay.
A lot of times you can tell how big it is too if you look at. Well, I guess some of them don't have Molly. Sometimes you can see by the Molly section you can determine how much is what. But
Okay,
Crook
okay,
says
guys, hear me out.
ATS as an offset.
Hear
So
me out.
I think
Okay.
I think that is I think that's a micro.
oh, sorry, we seem to have lost Jason for a second there.
All right, Joe, go for it.
Sorry, I'm back on the Liberty Safe thing.
Oh, back around. Okay, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, so hear me out. So you buy a used Liberty Safe because they're going to be on the market like crazy.
Yep.
It doesn't give Liberty any money, okay?
You're gonna be.
You
they're gonna
get
be-
it. You change the combo lock to a different manufacturer, all right? But then you like hand paint Liberty on that combo lock just to troll the FBI and just in case they ever get to your house.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like then they'll call Liberty, they'll get the combo, like 123682, and they will sit there for hours trying 123682.
It's the
And you're just sitting in jail laughing because
Like-
you know what's happening.
I love that plan, Joe.
Yes, dude. I don't even need a safe, and I
I'm
kind of
gonna
want to
start
do this.
searching Facebook Marketplace for Liberty Fat Boy.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. I mean, let's look right now.
Yep. And then I'm gonna have to call a locksmith because not like I can change that out.
Harry
Although
says,
I'm sure there's going to be lots of YouTube video on how to change out Liberty combination locks.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be like a
Australia's
new
only a short car ride away from Europe. Give them a break.
There's that tunnel that you could take.
J-Dub. Joe and Cody knew what I meant. Yeah. If you want to get technical, Australia was founded by European prisoners. And Croak said New Zealand wasn't settled by prisoners, though. In your face.
I think they were.
I think
Taken
I added
over by Europe's.
Maurice
How did he
Barlow.
say that?
Yeah, the Europes. You guys,
Yeah, the
anyone else?
Europes.
It was like, anyone else sick of Europes?
That sounds so derogatory.
With Europes? I was in the
Stupid
briefing,
Europe
like,
showed up.
this federal government briefing, like there was probably 80 people on this call, and this guy, he was talking about an investigation that he ran, and he said something like, this dude, he was, Chinese immigrant, he married this Russian chick, and we all know what that meant. And I was like, ooh. Probably shouldn't say that. Probably shouldn't say that out loud.
Dude, I would have been the guy like, no, I'm lost. What does that mean?
I do that. Ever since Walsh told me about that, I do that all the time when people are like, oh, yeah, it was like this. And I was like, I don't know what that is. Can you explain that to me? And they're like,
make it awkward. You always make it awkward.
Yeah. And then I say, I'm just kidding. I knew what it meant. I just wanted to see if you could say it. All the time.
Like that's my favorite. If anybody asks anything like, "Oh, is that a furry?" I'd be like, "What's a furry?" And then they explain it and they're like, "I just want to make you explain."
No, you gotta say
Every
though,
time.
not to where they can explain it with words, but they gotta do an action or a sound.
Yeah.
Show me
Like,
in like pictures.
Yeah, it's bouncing through the field like whatever reference they use. Like, no, I have no idea what you mean. What do you mean?
It's just like every time. Is that this?
And they'd have to bounce around.
I don't know what that is.
Croak says, pro tip, do not use blue Loctite on optics. Use the 222 purple.
Uh-oh.
Well,
I'm in trouble.
I got some stuck screws right now with some blue.
Your favorite libertarian says, speaking of scopes, what's a good laser rangefinder? Vortex any good? What models? I have the SIG, and for what I do, like it's their Kilo like 1500 or something like that, like the cheapest one they make. It's fine for what I do.
I love that one. The Maven.
Which one did you send me?
The Maven?
I sent you the Leopold.
Oh, the Loophole. Yeah,
Leopold.
Good. No.
Yeah, that's what I use because I'm cheap and Wall sent it to me for free. Yay!
It's free $500
Dude, you wouldn't believe, I'm knock on wood, I am like 20 for 20 on ranges. No joke. Really? Like that, through that whole coyote hunt, through a whole bunch of stuff. I've been with Sean from We Like Shooting.
Right.
And I went over to his office to do stuff for him to go to the range. And I just walked out in the hallway, and I'm like, that's about 10 yards. And he range found, you used a rangefinder doing a laser sighting. And no joke, I went within, I don't know, rough guess, 4 inches of 10 yards from the wall.
You were a bed aligner in basic training, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. A chapel guide.
And
whenever they ask me, like, hey, do you have a job yet? We need a new latrine guy. Like, no, sorry, man, I have one.
It's like, sorry.
I was a chapel guide on Sundays.
What was that? Who was asking about the rangefinder then?
Your favorite libertarian.
Hey, libertarian, let me know what range are you trying to go to? A lot of people try to shoot to 1,000, and it's kind of a bit of a marketing gimmick where they try to gatekeep that distance on purpose. So there's a couple different. You have to like pay a little bit, which is annoying to go past 800. But if you're not trying to go that far, you have a lot of good options. Vortex is good, but if you're trying to go to 1,000, I can give you some good options. But if you're going under that, then it's fine.
I have the best rangefinder for 1,000.
Which one's that?
Best rangefinder on the market, guaranteed.
What? Your rifle?
2004 Dodge Ram.
Just drive it out there.
Dude, that is the best rangefinder for 1,000 yards.
Yep, about 1,000.
Yep. That's about 1,000. Yep. Go ahead and drop it here, boys.
Yeah.
Caleb says, question, why not just teach the boots how to walk on their own? Then they would not have to wait on Walsh to make it to Joe.
Mm.
True.
Which ones were these? The low?
But I don't think the patch.
No.
Maybe the boots can drop off the patch on its way.
The rapid assaults,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Lalo rapid assaults. I even gave Walsh a 30% off coupon.
What size do you wear? I have my old ones.
9.5.
Look.
Not gonna work.
I got my Smith
look.
and Wessons.
If I could send you my shoes, but they will not fit you.
No,
Uh,
they're small.
most digital locks you can change. I didn't know he had a dial lock. Yep, dial.
Yeah.
I was worried about what do they
Dude, it
call
had
it?
to come with a key that you insert from the back and you turn
Does
it
come with a
like
key?
180 degrees.
But
Nope.
even the digital locks, I think when you reset them, like you can actually you can do a master reset, and I think for when you lose your code, I'm pretty sure it goes back to a stored stock code. So there would be a
From
way.
the outside, you can reset it from the outside, or do you have to do it from the inside?
You're right. You probably have to do it
The
from the
digital
inside.
ones you can't, but you got to have that little pin.
Yeah.
You're right. You probably do it from the inside, but I know you can reset it. When it resets, it resets back to the.
I mean,
stock
let's
code.
be honest. Let's be honest, right? They would have got into that anyway. They would have called the
Yeah.
locksmith. Couple hours, he would have drilled out the lock. They would have got into it. Cost them a couple $100. But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
No, but that locksmith would have needed a warrant or something.
No, they had a warrant.
No, not for the safe though, didn't they?
Oh, they have
No, they had it. They had
a
a warrant for the entire house. And if they're
Oh,
looking for digital media, well, I can articulate how a micro SD card can be kept in a safe.
Oh my goodness! I'm like, oh, these guns are. We need these too.
Yeah, it could be.
We used to do that. We used to everything. The last one we just went and did, we had a specialist come out, and we took 5 things, and I was like, "Thank you, baby Jesus."
Yeah.
Well, it depended on the case for me.
I need to get
Like- Child pornography, I took anything that could save anything.
Yeah.
well, true.
Cool new PlayStation and Xbox. Taking those.
Yeah, making these stories. I
Mine.
mean,
Yeah, it's interesting on the law enforcement realm. Like people, if they know you're a cop, it's like you're shunned, and then you tell them oh no, I investigate child exploitation, and you're everyone's hero. Or for me, it was dogfighting. Oh, you investigate dogfighting? Oh, dude, what can we do to help?
Yeah.
It was funny. I used to keep whenever I did surveillance. I used to keep this random photo of some Mexican in my golly, I can't even think. What's the thing called, Joe? The visor. Golly. And so if you get some nosy neighbor to come knock, what are you doing in this neighborhood? I would pull this rando picture down and I would show it. And I was like, have you seen this guy in your neighborhood? We're looking for him for child exploitation. And they're like, oh no, we'll keep an eye out though. And then they wouldn't bother you again, because then it's well, this guy's out here doing the Lord's work, child exploitation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I feel
You
bad.
really-
Really,
I'm
you're just
actually
eating
here.
your lunch.
I was gonna say I used the exact same Hispanic male picture for 10 years. I feel bad for whoever that guy is. If they're actually
Some
trying to
Calvin
do-
Klein model. He got beat to death in an alley 5 years ago.
Oh, golly. Crook says, I'm going to mount an acro on the underside of a pistol grip, give you that extra hand ground clearance. Yeah. Get that mailbox on there. So Croak says, Dan, trick there is to run the hanger on the inside of the plate bag instead of under the placard. But Dan says he's trying to use it on a chest rig, no armor. So like the Agilite for size and fanny capability, but the Velcro field looks too short for good contact. I would probably say it's about a 2-inch field.
It's plenty.
It is plenty.
I wouldn't worry about. I've never had something be like, man, I need way more Velcro. I've always need less.
Hey, just use discount code TLDCO and then it's worth it.
Be fine.
Yeah.
It's worth it
So,
just to try.
That's probably 2 inches. Oh, check this out. Bam.
I know y'all are probably going off of
Oh,
memory.
Milwaukee even?
Milwaukee.
Dude, you guys,
We got
I
here.
need to find it. I need
Danny?
to find another gun channel, dude. You guys are too rich for my blood.
We got 2
love
inches,
Milwaukee.
2 inches tall, and about 8 inches wide. That's what she said.
You wish. You've never heard that a day in your life.
Never.
I'm like, well,
Never.
hold up your pinky. What would you say that is?
Hey, it's not the size of the ship; it's the motion of the ocean.
Dude, I use that reference just today, just to see if the young
I
guy
did
at my
too.
shop would know it.
Did anyone know it?
Yeah, he knew. I said the
Okay.
beginning part to see if he would finish the saying. He did. But I mean, he like 20-something year old.
Okay.
Like I was in the military when he was born.
Yeah. Dan says, problem is I have a 1.5 inch gap, so I need a 3.5 inch tall field to get 2 inches of contact. Okay, I see your problem. So
Do it.
the other one, the Haley Strategic, it's going to be a deeper, it's probably 3 to 4 inches. So that Haley Strategic should work. The other one that's really good is the Tracer Tactical Duff. That has a large field, probably 5 inches tall by 8 inches wide. That's a really good dangler. That's probably going to be the next one I review. And I don't think it's going to be number one, but it's really, really good.
Dude, I actually have the perfect thing laying around that he needs.
What do you have?
Hold on.
Boy.
J-Dub says, don't they have a master code for all Liberty safes, like a hotel having a master key? That's something we were talking about, J-Dub. So we're not sure if they have like one code that will open all safes.
It
or
might
if
have
they
a
just-
default code.
Yeah, they could have that, or if they just have your serial number saved with the combo for that serial number saved somewhere so that they know what it is.
What? Hold on. What?
I got it. Hold on. Are we still on the same subject, or do we?
Yeah, we can go. Harry's just attacking me personally in the comments right now.
Oh, let's change subjects then.
No, let's keep the same subject. I want to see this.
Yeah, it's Walsh 2 years ago, Vortex Optics and Olights, and Walsh currently is EOTech and Surefire. Like, listen, listen.
That's why I
listen,
said I
Harry.
need to find another group of people because I'm still with like Amazon this or whatever.
Yeah.
But hey, I have a perfect solution for I forgot
For the
his
hanger
name.
for Danny.
Yeah, for Danny,
Okay.
old Danny boy. Ready?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's called a backpack.
Yeah.
So this crazy contraption, you can put stuff in, and then it has straps right here that go on your back, like this, and then you can carry around as much stuff as you want.
That's cool. Cool.
He's always done
Solving
that.
problems, dude. Solving problems.
This is funny.
Hold on.
Europe's.
Hold on, it's better than this.
That joke was funny to me. It fell short.
Dr.
Jade, I'm
Dole,
laughing. I know he is.
Dr. Dole says warrants are not carte blanche.
No. Read it.
It's earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Warrants are not Kate Blanche. Search anything anywhere. You must specify the exact places to search.
And property to seize.
I tried to write carte blanche, but autocorrect is my nemesis. So Dr. Dole, that's true. That's true to an extent. So, for example, so he says they're not carte blanche to search anything anywhere. They must specify the exact places to search. So
Yes.
if I were to say you have to describe the exact place in terms of this address, this color house, you got to describe it. It's a 2-story green and color house, and we are searching for evidence of, let's say,
Located on 277 whatever Maple Street.
right. So let's say that the evidence that we're searching for is, like Joe mentioned, let's say it's child pornography.
Yep.
So that search warrant authorizes you to search anywhere in that house for anywhere that you could hide or potentially hide child pornography evidence.
And I would write on there both physical and digital forms, and I would
Yeah.
give example of digital form, but not all encompassing. So a micro SD card. I mean, I can search that house for a micro SD card. That's the smallest thing that I know of in the civilian market that can hold that.
Now, I will say that there are some states, some of the liberal states, what they're doing is you have to get a search warrant to search for the item and to
And then you
take
have
it.
to get a search
Then you have to get a
warrant
separate search
search.
warrant to then search the item itself. So, for example, we would get a search warrant to say a cell phone, and we go to the house and we seize the cell phone. That cell phone sits in evidence, and we can't look at that cell phone until we get a second search warrant to search the cell phone. So,
Correct.
It depends on what you are looking for. Some warrants are carte blanche. You can search. You can't search for anything. You have to specify what it is that you believe is evidence to your crime. But you can search anywhere for that evidence in that location. And I will say it's even pretty easy. If I'll give you an example, we did a warrant one time where the guy was stealing tools from a Job Corps center and selling them. And we searched his house, and he said, actually, I kept most of the tools at the barn of my mom's property, which we didn't have a search warrant for. So we could call the attorney and say, hey, this is what he told us. We get like verbal approval, and then we have to have it written out and before a judge within 24 hours or something like that. But that way we can collect that evidence immediately and then go back afterwards and say, you know, based on this interview, he told us this. We then got a search warrant to go here.
Yeah.
So,
and we don't know how all that went down, right? They could have been talking to him and he's like, oh, I left that in my gun safe. You know,
yeah,
we don't know. Or depending on the charges, there's certain charges that they can confiscate guns.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that right. I'm just saying that that's the way it is.
Doc Dole says most warrants don't necessarily cover a safe, and if they have to go back to get a warrant for a safe, they can fight. Absolutely, this is stuff that's going to be fought. I mean, we're talking about evidence that's 2 years old, and it depends. Then you're starting to get into like what district are we talking about, and yeah, go for it, Walsh. What district are we talking about? Like some of the liberal districts, like with January 6th, like hell yeah, it doesn't matter if it's 7 years old. Like we'll sign off on that.
Firebomb a federal building? No, you're not getting nothing.
So this is funny. Joe's gonna get a kick out of this. Vaping Grandpa is here. He says, "What's up? What's up, everyone?" And J-Dub says, "Don't you come in here trying to steal more thunder, Grandpa."
I know J-Dub laughed at my backpack joke, so we're still boys.
Yeah. Harry says, "DOS, that's similar to my night vision setup minus the glass." What did I miss? I missed something.
Oh, I think that's the toilet paper roll with broken binocular lenses.
Okay. Your favorite libertarian says 1,000 yards. I got me a primary arms 2.5 to 10. I want to test. Dude, 1,000 yards with a 10x. That's gonna be tough.
Hey, that's what a lot of competition shooter use, actually.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it's not easy.
Nope, I'm not that person.
Angry Sarge says that is Lord's work. Yeah. Yeah, like dogfighting. I did a briefing in front of a bunch of electricians. Like these guys they didn't want me to be there at all. And you know, you could just read the room. Like you've been doing this as long as we have. You can just read the room. Like these guys don't like cops. I get it. And so then I start talking about like past cases and specifically dogfighting, and everyone's like edge of their seat. Like this guy used to actually, yeah, I used to. He used to do the Lord's work. Now I just look at your screens all day. My son asked me, he's like, "Do you want to talk about like do a career day, like talk about your career?" And I was like, "Ethan, there's no way I would ever try to convince anyone to go into law enforcement right now." And he was like, "Oh no, not that, about military time." I was like, "Oh hell yeah, I can talk about military."
Hey Cody, remember when we went to my daughter's school?
Yep.
That was awesome. Those were the days. Back when
That's
you lived
a long time ago now.
Back when you lived in Colorado.
Yep.
Those were the days.
Dude,
if you move to Colorado, I will buy a Grom and get in your Grom crew.
Not gonna happen.
The only way it'll happen is if I'm divorced.
Well, that's the only way you're getting a Grom. So
yeah, true.
Mike says, "I know you guys are Agilite fans. I am also have most of their products, but their customer service is the shit. I talked to Itmar about an issue I had with my K19 3.0, and he sent a few pictures. He is sending me another K19 3.0 as soon as they have multicam available. I love their gear, but now I'm definitely sold on the way they treat their customers."
Hey, well, so you should use your snippet tool on that and send it to them.
I should.
Yep.
Real quick though, because Shadowman just said he was leaving, so thanks. Shadowman.
Okay.
Bye, Shadowman.
I like what you see when the videos that you see at SHOT Show when we're interacting with them, and Joe, whoever goes to SHOT Show, Joe and or Cody, you guys will see that. Like, it's like family. It's like hanging out with
Dude, I'm gonna come in there like the Kool-Aid Man and ruin everything.
favorite. It's like hanging out with your favorite cousin,
Yeah.
not the one that
I'm gonna
touches you,
ruin
Cody.
everything.
Your other
Whoa.
favorite cousin.
I'm older
Do we have
than
a
all my
discount
cousins.
code for them?
We don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna ruin everything.
All right, so I was just taking a picture so I can send it to the Agile guys.
I was telling somebody at work today how mad Walsh gets whenever we have special guests on here, and I'm like,
Oh.
so about the discount code, how do we get
Hey,
that?
it's worked. It's worked before.
Yeah, I mean, it has. It's not horrible.
Yeah, Croak. Warrants are Kate Blanchett. Yeah. Well, correct. Not carte blanche, which is why you specify lock spaces or you hold a scene and file a new warrant. Yeah, that's another thing too. It's like you get to a point where you're going, okay, we got to expand this. We got to stop everything. The way it should happen is like you stop everything and you get another warrant.
Yeah.
Mm.
By no means do I think that Liberty should have gave them access to the safe.
No,
That's
they
my
should have made
opinion.
them work for it. I mean, they would have gotten it, but they should have had them work for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
I do appreciate that they changed their policy, but for me personally, I mean, I don't own a Liberty. I'll probably never own a gun safe.
So
But I'll never buy one.
Dan asks, Tracer Tactical Duff or the Haley Strategic. I think between those two, I would go with the Tracer Tactical Duff. I do think that the Shaw Concepts raid pouch, which I think we're going to have a review on, not this coming Sunday, but the following Sunday.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be my number one pick. I really like it. It's expensive.
No.
If you want if you want a hanger pouch, it's expensive, but it's worth it.
No. Maxpedition, but not the one that Jason bought. That one crashed.
The one that he picked.
Yeah, not the one that Jason picked.
Caleb, nice thing about having you here, Joe, is you give those of us that have limited funds ideas for alternative options of the stuff Walsh recommends.
You're
That's how it's
welcome,
been.
buddy.
That's how it's been our entire friendship.
Yeah.
Like-
So here's what Dan says: backpack won't work. A chest rig fully set up, plus an MPX, all fit in a San Fran libtard Timbuktu messenger bag, going full gray man. I mean pink man. So I think he's trying to get everything into a messenger bag that he can then pull out and get out of a bad situation.
Then you need plates. So we're back to the backpack.
I mean, Joe's not wrong. It's like I'm gonna get into a mess without plates. Like you gonna run away is what you're gonna do.
I win. I win the internet for the day.
So Croak says, Dan, do you really need that much? Half an inch by 7 inches is a lot of sheer strength with Velcro. That's true.
Yeah.
I tell you, if you have any doubts at all, you need to watch Walsh's review of the Thing 1, Thing 2, where he tries to get that Velcro piece in that little like sandwich area. And the only way to do it, the way that they've like explained is you wrap the Velcro with like saran wrap and you slide it in and you got to like pull the saran wrap out without. It is an absolute nightmare.
Like it's not usable. Speaking of sandwiches, I'm gonna tease something. Did you happen to watch the preview of the
We're getting sandwiches?
raid pouch?
Yes.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
The only thing I don't know, because Walsh currently has, we try to upload videos and have them like prepped in advance. So Walsh currently has it uploaded and scheduled to be released this Sunday, but I think
I'm gonna put Joe's up, I think, this weekend.
Harry says,
Oh,
Croak,
God.
it doesn't look cool though, and that's rule number 1 in my book. What are the rules? Like rule number 1, always look cool.
Party.
Rule number 2,
Party.
know where you're going or something like that. And then rule
Have
number
you
3,
seen that movie, Wolf?
Which one?
The Peanut Butter Falcon? That's my favorite line on the whole
Dude.
movie. Like, what's rule number 1? Party.
a
What?
movie that I forgot about, and it's like what we're living in today. Idiocracy.
Yeah.
Idiocracy.
Idiocracy. Yeah.
Yes.
I forgot
dude,
that Terry
I'm winning the
Crews was
internet.
the-
I got to hold on. Pause. I got to correct Jason on a pronunciation of
Yeah.
a word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you said his name wrong.
Spell it.
Yeah, I know. No, I can't. I can't spell it, but I'm winning the internet right now.
Yeah. I forgot that Terry Crews was the president in that movie.
Yeah.
Macho Camacho.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
Luke Wilson.
my favorite thing about Terry Crews is Old Spice commercial when he had all of the instrument connected to muscles and muscles.
That's
my
a good
favorite
one.
thing about Terry Crews. And Cheeseburger Eddie.
Which was
J-Dub. So besides Liberty Safes, what are some solid safe companies out there that don't have crappy search warrant policies? I don't know.
Cobalt at your local Lowe's.
Oh, Cobalt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cobalt locker or Craftsman locker.
Yeah. So you got to look at
$100.
Yeah, some of this like here in Washington State, you have to have your firearms locked up, but being inside of a locked house isn't enough. So if like someone broke into my house and my gun was on top of a bookshelf and they steal it and injure someone, I could be held liable. So the only way that I couldn't be held liable is to have it behind a second locked container. So either a safe or Joe talked me into getting 2 like big wall lockers that I then partition out to hold all the stuff. And I bought them at a garage sale for like $20 each. They were a little rusted, but I just painted them. And then I reached out to the lock company and I bought keys for them for like, I forgot, $1.50 plus shipping.
You're welcome.
So you can make something that would work in the state that you're living in that's not expensive, that would hold plenty of weapons for what you're trying to do. It's just, what are you trying to do? Joe has said before, like this, it's just trying to keep an honest person honest. So a thief is going to get into it one way or the other, and at least you can say, hey, I had it behind a second locked door. It's not on me.
Yeah. Dang, you referenced me twice in one.
Yeah, dude.
Go
I'm best.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm winning. Dude, can
You get a gold
can you
star.
can you make a placard or something that I can hang on the wall, like something that I can put on my resume? Obviously, I need that.
On this day.
Yeah, I won the internet today.
this day I knew what I was talking about. It was a Wednesday.
Your camera's on.
Trying to embarrass me. I know. She walks up. She's like, "Can I embarrass you?" We're live right now, by the way.
Yeah, you're live. I miss Jason.
Mrs. Walsh won't come on the
You
live.
hear her? She goes, "Give me your plate."
She even grabbed your plate? Man, you were spoiled rotten.
Dang.
Food and service.
Wow.
I would love to have food. Nothing.
I sent her a text.
Nothing.
I sent her a text like, "Hey, can I get some water?" So she brings us up, and as she's walking out, she's going like this. I love my wife.
Yeah, just say you love me. Like, I love my wife.
Harry says, "How about Bighorn safes? Costco carries them for a decent price. They're Chinese safes. They work okay, from what I've gathered.
It's far less likely the Chinese are going to open it with their master code than
so
ourselves.
I'll get more on a serious note on this one.
Oh God,
I think, my personal beliefs, I think hiding in plain sight is better than safes. So, like Jason, Jason at the tactical wall.
What about this?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
not.
I mean, that's not really hiding, but okay.
Yeah.
It's in a room
Jason,
that you have to have a thumbprint to get into.
there you go. See,
Mm,
but
that's
you can just
Jason
go to
at the
our wall.
tactical wall. I have the wrong house coffee table. The
Yeah.
flags are kind of known, but not only to really the gun community.
Mm-hmm.
But I am a strong proponent of hiding in plain sight. Like, obviously, in your sock drawer and your dresser drawer, thieves go in there.
Yeah,
If you're not worried about fire, then hide in plain sight.
yeah.
I
That's
have
true.
the little picture frame that has
yeah.
my Glock in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And kiddo don't know about it. So my policy, I have 2. Hide in plain sight. I have the flag and the wrong house coffee table.
Yeah.
And my personal policy is I will never go into with the kiddos in the house.
Yeah,
Like, not,
Yeah.
oh, they're in the other room and I'm fine. No. Never when they're in the house. That's just my
Cool.
policy, unless it's that time to get real.
Yeah. Mike says, I actually ordered a K19 after watching Walsh's video review on it. Then I ordered the AMAP 3 6-pack, gloves, pincer placard, way too much other stuff. I'll say the number one thing that people talk to us about at SHOT Show was I bought a K19 because of your review. That's probably the number
That's
one
awesome.
Like over and
feedback.
over again.
Over
Yeah.
and over.
Like, oh, do you know him? Like Jason be like, yeah, I'm Jason from so. Like, oh, I bought a K19 because of him. Like, and Jason be like, you want to meet him? Like, come on here.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Walsh, this guy, he's the law enforcement. Like, oh wow, you're a real deal. I'm some idiot in my yard. Like,
Yeah. Let me see. Because of Walsh.
I can see
Because
that.
of Walsh.
All good
That's
choices.
just
though.
on my belt.
But that's a good belt setup right there. Those are
Yeah.
S-tacks on an axle belt.
Because of Jason.
Hey, I was gonna add one more thing. That my Glock, where it's at,
Because
is
of
to get to
J-Dub.
this.
I still got it, J-Dub.
You what?
Sorry, go ahead,
You
Cody.
can barely hide that.
My Glock is to get
Yeah.
to this big boy.
Yep. 100%.
What was the?
Doc
Yeah.
Dole says, I ordered Agilite Dangler and a Roll 1 from Faro off your guys' reviews. We haven't reviewed that Roll 1, but that is my favorite plate carrier mounted IFAC.
Is it good?
Hey.
Oh, you're gonna make me mad.
It
This
so
is a
good.
great plug to whatever you're ordering. TLDCO. Just try it.
Yeah, we don't have a discount
I'm-
code with Faro.
I don't care. I'm trying it at Cadillac when I get the
Yeah.
wife's car. If I ever get it. I'm trying
I
it.
really
I'm gonna
like
be like,
for-
you gotta have a discount code option. Try
Yeah.
TLDCO.
Like I called him, he said you're good for it. Like he walks on. Like, yeah, we're good. We're good. TLD's
So,
good for it. Knock it
For
out.
belt mounted, I really like the defense mechanisms, their fast pouch.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a bunch of use of force training today, and one of the things that I'll say is you need to practice with that stuff because we were always told don't have your handcuffs in the small of your back because if you ever fell back, like that could really hurt
That's
your
so
hurt
stupid,
your back.
dude. I'm
What's
so
that?
tired of that.
To put your handcuffs in the back?
Dude, anything. Okay, well, I could
Yeah.
fall and hit my head on a curb. So I better wear a bump helmet everywhere I go.
Well, you could keep cuffs on your belt, just have them slightly off to the side. So I've always
Dude.
put my IFAC in the back, but we were practicing some like down and disabled officers, and so falling back with that fast pouch like right in the middle of my back, it popped my lower back. I mean, it did not feel good. I'm like, oh, I got to adjust this.
Mhm.
This is not good.
Feel good.
So whatever you do, practice with it. I love the Roll 1. It is Doc. If you are going to be sitting, in your plate carrier, it's not comfy. So if you're going to be in like a MAP V or a MRAP or something like that, it's not going to be comfy. But it's the thing that I would say I like about it is that you could just pull it out and it's comfy. But then you're going to need someone. You're either going to have to take your plate carrier off to get it back on, or you're going to have someone stuff it back in there. If you're going to be out and about, you won't even notice that it's there. It's awesome. Caleb says, I saw someone make a comment on Twitter that maybe it was the FBI on the phone with a low-level employee made it sound like they had the right to have the code. Possibly. I mean, we don't know, but I doubt that.
No, I know. Because Liberty Safe made a public comment that said that it is their policy to cooperate with law enforcement if they have a warrant for somebody's property.
Okay. So
Yep.
there you go.
Mhm.
A lot of these companies too, and you could find it, man. If you go to a website, it's called search.org. You look up their ISP list. It practically any company, maybe in the world, but definitely in the U.S., will have like the law enforcement contact. If someone needed to send a company a warrant, it'll have the name, the fax number, the email address, whoever it is that they need to send that to. I bet you Liberty Safes is on that, and the policy is
But-
probably they have to send a warrant there if they were going to do it the right way. So making a phone call doesn't sound like they would do it that way, but I don't know. I wasn't
But
there.
I'm gonna play devil advocate a little bit more. Right?
Yeah.
And I won't buy a Liberty Safe. Everybody knows that. But I will say I've had three occasions that I didn't have a search warrant, but we were concerned of somebody's safety and well-being, and I reached out to cell phone, the law enforcement side, like Jason was talking about, for cell phone carrier. I didn't have a warrant, and they gave me the last known long and lad of
Yeah.
somebody's cell phone.
We've done that before.
Yeah.
And so I will say there's a time and a place. I mean, and people will hate me for that, and you can destroy me in the comments. But when somebody's life on the line, when it's either somebody worried about somebody's safety, right, for like a health and welfare check,
Yeah.
or somebody found a note, and I know I'm getting specific for a reason. Somebody found a note, somebody on the verge, and somebody can get there in time to stop an action.
With timeliness, when timeliness is a factor, timeliness is a factor. When it's like, when it's not, timeliness isn't a factor. You shouldn't.
I think the concern is that.
But I wasn't arresting that person either.
Is that being abused? Is the FBI calling up AT&T and going, "Hey, we got this person, and they've left a note. They're lying about it. Left a note about, they're going to kill themselves. We just need to know where their last known location is."
Right.
And AT&T's
they
like,
weren't.
I
will say though, three circumstances they weren't under criminal investigation.
Yeah, we've done that before. Mission 7 Tactical. Yes, Walsh is responsible for me having to mortgage my home to buy all the Agilite gear I currently have. Thanks.
Yeah. See, if you listen to Joe, you wouldn't have to do that.
All the wives must. The wives
max out a credit card, maybe.
Yeah. Wait till we get into night. We have done a little bit of night vision. Let's do a lot more night vision.
Let's not do that.
Dan says, I had a goldfish in President Camacho.
Joe, what are you saying?
I won't do night vision.
I mean, I know.
Thermal. Dude, 100%
or thermal. Thermals are probably.
Yeah, you can keep your night vision.
I would say night vision is a little more practical than thermals. Like thermals are very niche use. Like,
no, they're not. You're out of your mind.
Well, I mean,
yes, we were hunting coyotes.
That's what I mean. But
it's a warm-blooded animal.
Yeah, like if you're hunting varmints, like if you're doing that, you really have to have thermals. But like anything outside
Walsh,
that,
I will say this: Walsh was not here when we had this discussion. Or after Joe did a thermal night hunting with Sean, he was like, "This is why." He went into detail why he would rather have thermal over night vision.
No, it's not rather have. It's if you bring night vision to a thermal fight, you're going to lose. I will destroy you.
Good point. That's a good point, though.
I will destroy you. Because two people out there, all they had was night vision. And I was lucky enough that somebody lended me an entire setup with thermal. Yeah. I will destroy you.
I would like night vision to walk around with and a thermal on my scope. Like, I think that would be, that's how I would go after that.
Yeah.
I think that's what Croak said last time.
Yeah.
If I could only pick 1,000,000% thermal. Just thermal on a full moon.
Yeah, my only argument against the thermals is it chews through batteries, but that's one thing cool that Pulsar does is to have those hot swappable batteries.
Yeah.
I didn't have that problem. I borrowed my stuff, so.
Immortal Eotech, why big heavy safes over a simple gun locker? And I thought Joe had a good answer for this.
Fire. That's it. That's the only good answer. Yep. Or if you want, there are a million arguments that could be made. Yes, it will take a lot longer to get into a big heavy safe. Or if you have it down in your basement, they're not going to get it up the stairs, right? People are smash and grab type stuff.
Yeah.
But fireproofing. I mean, that's a legit answer.
Amazing.
But if you're like me, I just keep everything everywhere. Like I even have a gun at his house, so I'm good. If my house gets on fire, I'm good.
Yeah. Cody, head that way.
J-Dub says he's got false.
I need that gun back.
False picture hung on the wall with a Glock behind it. Living room wall. Smart. Ironsight says the under bed safes look cool. Yeah, I think speed of access is my concern with those. Doc Dole has a good one. Sounds like a bunch of gun tubers are going to be hunting for Pro Freedom gun safe sponsors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just don't know.
Yeah, because there's not like a big track record we could follow and be like, oh, these ones have statistically done A, B, C, and D. It's like, okay, well, I mean,
I want to know why Jason refuses to call him medic.
Why?
It's like, why do you?
I don't know why.
Oh, you're asking the question?
Yes. Why do you refuse to call medic?
He references himself as Dr. Dole.
Yeah, but
It's Doc.
Facts.
yeah. That
So if
doesn't
he calls
matter.
himself Doc, then I'm going to call him Doc.
No, that's medic.
He says on the Discord,
It's like
some may
an-
wonder, quote, Doc, this sounds cool and nerdy and all, but how do you know he's dying? That's from Doc Dole.
My Dodge said Dodge
So,
on the back of it.
you know what?
What
If
if
you
my Dodge
were-
called?
If you were in Discord, you would understand.
No. Answer my question. My Dodge has Dodge on the tailgate.
Does it?
What is my Dodge called?
Hey. I need a vote.
Ramatorix.
Yeah, exactly. So it's medic.
I need a vote.
Yeah, but he calls himself that.
I don't care. My Ramatorix calls himself Dodge.
We're never gonna. This is never gonna end.
What a loser.
I need the viewers' input on this. So I'm gonna give a little bit of insight into some conversations that me and Jason have had, and even the team too. Now there exists some gear in the tactical world that is not good, and I think some YouTubers and gun tubers have to protect themselves and their channels and their viewer base and their connections to to their vendors by sometimes dodging some subjects but just not talking about them. I am going to review the antimatter scope switch. Now, it is a small community. If I want to make sure you guys want the full review, because I'm going to go. Should I go full tilt or should it be like, hey, let's be respectful? I just want to make sure I know what the answer is going to be, because I know what I want to do, but those people will never.
Are we going around the room? Go ahead, Cody. Go around the room.
Do they manufacture something that we would want, or is that it?
Maybe. So they're the same guys who make the Flux Raider and the Snake Eater tourniquets.
Snake Staff Systems.
Yeah. The same
tourniquets.
people. I pretty much rip them. I rip those companies too, because I don't like the business models of those ones either.
Yeah, that Flux thing looks cool, but it has zero practicality.
All right, because I mean it's going to be it'll be a bridge burning endeavor to give it to them.
All right.
It should be, because that product is done.
Jason's turn.
Yeah, I mean, give it to him. As Ironsight said, give it to him raw.
All right.
I mean, I'd say go full tilt.
Yeah.
Brooke says, Flux rocks, fight me. Your favorite libertarian says, I want the truth. Go full tilt, Walsh.
All right.
My turn.
We're gonna send it on out. And I don't dislike the Flux Raider, and I think you're gonna hear me talk about this in that video. I dislike their business model, that just the way they purposely market something to, like, even now I don't think you can buy one. You still have to go to like secondary. There's just some super greasy stuff going on. I don't like it, but I mention it. Okay, it'll be great.
Is it? No, I didn't get to say.
Oh, sorry. I know.
No,
I know
my
you're
turn. So,
Prepper Book Club, hurt them feels if they can't take it. Oh well. J-Dub raw all day, baby.
We built that channel to do exactly that.
All right.
Because this is not our source of income, and we don't care. B, I am going to SHOT Show this year, and I really want to overhear somebody say, I want to punch that guy in the face. So if we can get them to say that while I'm there, like, I don't know.
Joe just wants
Does
to be
anybody
the
know what
villain.
does anybody know what Las Vegas prison looks like? I don't know. I will let you know on the video afterwards.
No, Caleb says make a nice one for YouTube. Be like, well, it's not so bad. I don't know if I'd recommend picking it up though. And then be like, don't, like, hey, like, seriously.
A raw one for members. Put it on your Patreon.
Yeah, like, for the truth about this, here, spend $5.
No, you make a short. You make a short and say, "Hey, do we recommend this product?" And you just dump it out of that freezer bag, and you don't say anything.
That's not the problem.
Can you make a meme with like Joe with a flamethrower just burning the hell out of a bridge? Can you just do that?
So
it's like lighting a bridge on fire.
I don't want to ruin it, but like there's a lot of exposed cables and pulleys that.
Yeah.
Now I will say that I've played with one that was successfully installed by anybody not Walsh.
Mine's installed now.
Yeah.
I mean, I did break it.
Right.
I did.
Right next to the strip screws on the optic.
Yeah, that is nearby.
Yeah, and the plunger inside the spring on your AR. I've never met somebody that did that.
What did I do?
Bolt catch, bolt release. That little plunger, you jammed it
it's
inside
effective.
the spring on your AR. You don't.
Oh
even remember?
yeah. I don't know how I did that.
I don't either.
And I didn't feel like taking it off to fix it.
I don't.
You're like
understand how
what's
you
his
did it
face from
either.
T-Rex Arms.
Hold on, someone has to sneak by.
Oh,
Here we go.
Oh,
what's the dude's
is it
name?
one of
from
those?
T-Rex?
We got both of the whiffs trying to be on the live tonight.
Yeah.
Hi, Miss
Um,
Walsh.
Harry says, Jason, pull it out, stuff it back in. You never know it was there. Happens to you too.
I only have my
Gary-
dog in here, and he's eating his butt.
Gross. Gary, I always carried my cuffs at 4 and 6. Then we got Safari Land plate carriers, so I put them on it. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't utilize my plate carrier. Honestly, my job's so boring now. I'll probably never
Wear it
I might
again.
never arrest someone
Sad.
again. Which,
That's sad.
thank goodness.
I want to know if anybody else has cuffs on their gear besides cops.
I think that would
Oh,
be
yeah.
weird. If I had cuffs, that would be weird.
What about zip
No,
ties?
it wouldn't be.
No, zip ties, I think,
That
would be
would-
okay.
Hey, any type of restraint. Let
Yeah.
me rephrase. Any
I mean, I
type
have
of
cuffs
hand restraints.
from stuff
Yeah,
like
we know.
Sean teach me,
Those
but I don't
pink
I don't
ones.
put cuffs on my
Yeah.
It
Mike
wouldn't be
says-
weird, dude. If somebody's coming into your house and you deal with the first person and the second person gives up, what do you do with them?
Shoot him, say the fell.
Karate
Stave
chop?
them with your 5 tourniquets on your belt?
I mean,
Yeah,
they could pull double duty. Like, you cuffed them with tourniquets? Like, I had like 8 of them.
True.
Mike
Okay, I
Gary
should
says-
use batteries as a
You're like-
reference.
Being in the vehicle,
Like, turning it.
ask, yeah. Being in the vehicle on 12-hour shifts, cuffs in the small of back, starts to suck really quick.
Yeah, not in a vehicle.
Dude, hold on. I'm going to jump way ahead. Just use the scope switch cables for restraint.
Okay, I've lost the crown of the internet. You can send the
That's
you can
pretty
send
good.
the placard or certificate, whatever you're gonna make to whoever that was.
That's pretty good.
Prepper Book Club, I think the rails went way off the rails.
I saw a good one. Hold on. I saw a good comment. Danielle Bob
Yeah.
said EPS 2 MOA or 6 MOA. I have an EPS carry 2 MOA that is kind to my astigmatism, but internet tells me bigger for the speed.
I like
I
the
was-
6 boy.
I was a 2 MOA fan, and then I've been using the 6 MOA that Jason sent me, and I really like that one.
Before he
Particularly, just
No.
not usable.
no, it's still usable. If I shoot it, it's just. I mean, I won't need Joe's help if I just go shoot it a bunch of times. It'll just clean itself right off. Like, where'd that go? Like, I don't know.
How'd you get your black eye?
Yeah,
How'd you get that cut in the forehead?
yeah, you get that sweet cut. Oh, it's a funny story. I like the 6 though, and I used to like the 2, but it really comes down to what you prefer. But I think the 6 is much faster. Particularly, you're
For
not
a
going to
pistol? Why do you need a 2 MOA for a pistol?
Yeah. And that's where I'm at. Like, what do you need that for? What do you need that distance for? You're probably
But the correct answer is whatever. Name the optic, the one with the big circle that you can't see if you're looking through it, right?
The
Vulcan.
Vulcan. That's the correct answer.
Croak
You
says,
need to
F
get one of
gun
those.
gamers, if a 2 MOA works better for you, run it. Yeah, I mean, whatever your preference is. If you're astigmatism, the 2 MOA works, why change it? You don't have to spend more money.
But I'm saying, if you don't know what you want, get the 6.
Yeah,
Get the Vulcan.
Okay, I'll agree with Joe. If you don't know
We're
what you
talking
want,
about
get,
the EPS or
Yeah.
the EPS carry. They don't have that option.
they don't
yet.
have the option yet. There's supposed. I guess. Yeah,
Then
no, I brought it up.
Get whatever the Vulcan is.
I'm with Joe. But you may not be able to fit. You may not be able to fit that optic on the smaller slides though.
J-Dub says, I carry fuzzy cuffs on my PC. Does that count? Yes, it does.
100%.
Sure does.
If I could have fuzzy multicam cuffs, hold on, I'm Googling.
That's multi-purpose, dude.
Hold
That's
Night
two
Fighter,
birds, one stone.
Fighter 3023. We haven't seen you. I haven't seen you here before, so
Oh.
welcome. Says Prusik not cuffs. Just looks like a bunch of 550, not readily recognized as a cuff. Oh,
Well, that's nice. 'Cause I can do a lot of 550 stuff. I have a ton of that.
Prusik.
Any type of hand restraints.
Fuzzy multicam cups.
Because I'm going to be honest, if I'm restraining somebody, like I'm not, it's my house. I'm not
Yeah.
held to the
Zach,
same
that
rules.
wizard-
Like you're getting hogtied.
Wizard, dance magic, wizard, tech.
Like that's what I'm like. You're gonna get hogtied with like extension cords, like the extension cords, a fitted sheet. Be like,
Yeah.
they'll be like this.
And there's going to be a loose loop around your neck. So if you try to push out with your feet, you're just going to choke yourself out.
Like he choked me with the fitted sheet.
And
What?
that's
Top
where the
show up?
fuzzy cuffs come into play.
The cop show? Like,
dude.
what happened here? Like, I don't know. What are autoerotic asphyxiation, I guess.
Why are their pants off? J-Dub was here. Oh,
Crook says, because of the bigger dot and certain astigmatisms, it turns into a 20 MOA blur.
Oh, okay. I guess it can't. You're right. It can't. Crook's very smart. It can depend on how bad your astigmatism can be as to if that 6 turns into something crazy.
J-Dub says, if
okay.
they're in your house, there's no reason to restrain a dead body.
True.
Ironsight, the chevron on the Vulcan seems equal in size to a 6 or an 8 MOA.
Agreed.
Probably.
And if you're gonna do, I really like that the Vulcan on a 12 o'clock, particularly if you're gonna offset in like a weird position. It's just tons easier from
You're
you're
making Joe's blood boil.
Well, either from a carry or from because it's just a weird thing to do. Like people don't realize how like having a top mounted red dot is not intuitive at all. So having that ACSS makes it actually functional without spending like 100 hours training to that.
Dan Daney says EPS is for the impulse by staccato, best looking enclosed emitter. I'm not familiar enough with staccato. Do they come with like optic plates?
You gotta buy them.
You have to buy the plates separately.
Yeah,
How
they're
much are those?
The plates are like 150 each.
Okay.
They have the rear
Because-
sight built in though.
The eulogy the prodigy was supposed to be eulogy. The prodigy was supposed to be $60 a plate, and I tried to look going up so I could buy one.
Yeah.
And it was like $120, and I was mad.
Yeah, it's probably made by Dawson Precision too.
Yeah, it is.
Crook says if the staccato has a DPP plate, check out the SCS 320.
What's that?
Yeah, that's the Holosun, the new enclosed
Oh.
emitter for the 320s. And I think it has a solar panel on it as well. Their new SCS line is pretty cool.
Whoever
Joe,
that is, you don't
Word up.
Google Vulcan before you buy anything. Don't bother
Dan
asking
says
questions.
optics plate was $137 on Labor Day sale.
Ugh.
Okay, that's disgusting. With how much money you spent on the gun.
It's a $4,000 gun.
Oof. Ooh.
I
The
do like
one
to
I
look
want.
at this SCS though. Is that like
What did J-Dub say? Pull that up again. He was talking
He
to me.
says Joe just word vomited.
Yes. You're welcome, J-Dub.
J-Dub says RMR HD is bad to the bone. That thing looks gigantic.
I don't agree.
J-Dub has bad taste in everything.
It's just an
You
RMR.
shut your mouth.
It's just
Jason.
an RMR with another piece of glass on. It's no new technology. It's no new nothing. It's just an RMR with some glue.
Mike Gary later, guys. Yeah, J-Dub says RMR HD is bad to the bone. Crook says this is the price tag. Yeah. Terrible. It's stupid expensive.
Hey,
How much clearer is
speaking
it?
of RMR, do any of you three have a contact that we can, I don't know, get a
Trigicon?
discount?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you get me one?
Jason,
Can.
Trigicon, I think we might get loaners.
Yeah, they'll send us loaners. We got to send it back.
What if I never send it back? Do they require any type of collateral?
Well,
No.
yeah, children. You have to send children.
I can lose a child for an hour. Let's do it.
So they'll keep track of it. Like I think you have it for 180 days, and then you got to send it back.
or what?
And they're cool. They'll do extensions if you message them.
Oh my
Well,
god.
then they won't
What?
talk to us ever again if you steal their optic.
Sweet. You don't want to talk to him anyway. Let's do this.
Why is that?
Why have we not done this?
They sent me that RMR CC. They're really nice.
Get tan full size one.
Okay.
I'll buy it off you for $150.
So why is J-Dub trying to convince me this RMR HD is good?
It has a night vision setting and the sensor for the auto adjust that actually works. In the front,
Jada, I'm with you. I want an RMR just because.
It's
Jacob
$850.
says, "I'll send it to you, Walsh, to
I
eat
know.
hella crow,
I
but I
can't
don't
get
want to
there.
wait 4 years to get it back."
I'm about to say the stuff I'm working on now is from last summer.
J-Dub says, "Guess what? So does the entire HoloSense SCS line at half the price or less."
It's $850 for that red dot for the
Dude, that RMR CC, I liked it. The biggest issue was that it's an entirely new optic cut, and that made it so bad that they started discounting it like immediately.
Not
You
if
could
you
buy
had a Echelon.
What's that?
Not if you had the new Springfield.
Nobody has that.
The optic cut is an RMR CC.
Dude, they Google it.
I'm gonna hate it even more now.
Yeah. All you guys are. And I'm going to get my hands on one and do a video and then send you guys all crow.
You're right, Ironsight. Sorry, I just
can
seen
eat
it.
it.
They have it's about $650. It's not the $850 I said. I just saw it at Primary Arms for $650.
I don't want it because it's a Springfield.
How do you have this RMR HD? It
Crow.
says pre-order for November.
Jeff. Cody not about the guns that won't shoot you in your junk on their own. So.
I've never been shot in the junk.
No? Give it
Totally
time.
intact. Well, I'm not intact, but I've never been shot by my guns.
I'm not intact. I'm totally actually.
Name a gun that have more memes about going off by itself
Glocks.
than the 320.
So it says it has, it can
That's
mount over 30 optics directly to the slide without the use of adapter plates based on
You're welcome.
a pin set that you can buy.
You're welcome.
Is this what is this Echelon that Joe's gonna buy that we're gonna get?
Yeah.
I'm not going to buy it. Dude, I've bought every Springfield niche
Why
gun
are you
that has
stopping
come
now?
out.
Why are you
Mod
stopping?
2.
The team
Mod 2, I bought 2 of them.
Joe,
Hellcat, I bought one. The Prodigy, I bought one. I
You're letting the
can't do
viewers down.
Echelon.
You're letting the viewers down right now.
Well, send me money.
We did.
You did?
I'm just kidding. We got no ammo. I guess we put ammo. I wasn't saying-
It must have kept going. Shit. I knew my neighbor was up to something.
How much are these stupid Echelons?
Like $650.
Oh,
J-Dub says it's $684 retail, and Ironsight says it's been selling for $650. That's a stupid amount for an optic.
like we could buy it. We could do we could do one optic, or we could do Joe's Echelon review. I know which one would be funnier to buy and do the review for, but I think Joe would probably quit.
Optic.
Croak says Springfield did a Bud Light and Liberty before Bud Light and Liberty. I might drink a Bud Light in the future, but I'll be damned if I buy a Springfield. Yeah, I mean they screwed their folks. The fact that they were
Explain it.
The fact so the law that was being passed in Illinois, they asked for what's the word?
Mm-hmm.
Not forgiveness, but they asked for themselves to be exempted from the law. But they were like, yeah, so you can step on all the rights of everyone else in Illinois, but
nope. There are 3 cops here. There are 3 cops here, right? I'm not defending Springfield. If that's the way you feel the way that you feel. But there are 3 cops here. And in court, you have to show what? Damages to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You have to show that how you are deprived or damaged, right? Right or wrong?
I was going to say intent.
Are you talking about for a lawsuit?
Yeah.
You have to have standing. Right?
Yeah.
In order to have
you do have to show
that
standing. And to get an injunction, what do you have to show? Irreparable damage. That's what you have to show, right? How can Springfield say that they have standing or irreparable damage for some other fucking company?
Did you swear?
What are you
Can't
talking
swear.
about?
Sorry.
It was
Sorry.
it was the
Just kidding.
it was the ban that Illinois passed.
Okay, guys, we have 10 seconds until the show's over. Is this really how this?
It
Is how
wasn't a
goes?
lawsuit. It was
All right.
the Illinois handgun ban,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "Cool, as long as you exempt our company."
Mm-hmm.
So,
they have standing.
so what do we got?
See you
planned
next
for-
Thursday.
Yeah, hey, just roll out. I can just like roll the clip right now. All right, we'll let these young ladies battle later. Let's we're even over. Jason, what are you doing this weekend? What are you
Nothing.
working on? Oh, you're not working on anything? I'm working on
No.
the animator scope switch. I have a lot of stuff done with it. I'm gonna take it to the range. You will see probably some shorts and some funny stuff, and a lot of hand job jokes. They are built into the script already. Cody, you doing anything cool?
Going to get 2 loads of round bale hay.
Oh,
Round
Not
bell hay.
cool.
let's do it.
That sound cool.
Joe,
No.
are you doing? We're gonna
This
do we're gonna do your video for Sunday.
For this Sunday. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I apologize to the viewers in advance.
Which one?
Did
Well,
you-
I know which one, but why
did
are
it
you
fail?
apologize? I thought it was good.
Yeah, no, it wasn't, dude. You know that thing that, like, when you go into the garage to create some type of masterpiece or whatever you do for fun,
No, I've never
and
never
you
had
have
that.
you have this vision in your head, and then you create it, and it's like nothing even close. That's what happened.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna go back to the range? Is that the plan?
No, I actually have something to.
Wow.
I don't know what I can say, Jason. Something to do with lights.
Yeah, you can
That's
say
what
that.
I
Oh
have
yeah,
to-
yeah. We know that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have to do next.
The hands.
And I'm going to try to redeem myself.
J-Dub says the hands would be the best part of Joe's video.
That
Oh my
100% true, Jado. There's a lot of hand stuff.
All right, Jason,
Yeah.
we're over time. Do our
All
thing.
right. Hey, guys, we appreciate you being here as always. And as always, we will be here next Thursday, and I think Walsh is closing us out.
Yes, I got it under control.
See you next
Later,
Thursday.
everyone.